Hey everybody, I'm live. It's John Hope Bryant, and I'm in Washington, D.C. in one of my Hope Inside locations. For one of SunTrust Banks is where I'm at the moment. About to do an interview with media personality. But I want to come live with you for a minute and talk to you about a topic that was on my heart from last night that is tied to your prosperity. So I'm John Hope Bryant, founder, chairman, and chief executive officer, hey, I see you guys signing on, of Operation Hope, the nation's first and largest nonprofit financial services network for the poor, the working class, the struggling class, the teetering class, those with too much month at the end of their money. Hello, Lewis signing on, and Najee Ali, my brother, I love you. Kevin, Shane, good afternoon, Jimmy, Ridley. So before I run out of time, Najee says preach. Love you, man. You are the solution, man. We had 100 of you in LA. We turned LA around. And blessings to your healing. Brian Johnson, I think it's Monel Let, Hassan signing on. Someone from South Africa, I see, Hadibe. Okay, so chairman and CEO of Operation Hope. Brian Group Ventures, also an entrepreneur and a philanthropic investor, born and raised in LA. South LA, born and raised at Good Samaritan Hospital, and raised in South Central LA when Martin Luther King Boulevard was Santa Barbara. Some of you remember that. And then Compton, California. So I grew up in the neighborhood, in the hood, and I understand. And I'm doing well now, but I'm still struggling and still trying to get to that next level. And people say, how do you do it? I'm not going to tell you how to do it today. I'm going to tell you how not to do it, right? And we are now global dignity. We just celebrated Global Dignity Day. That's in 79 countries. Operation Hope is in South Africa, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, throughout the United States, 400 communities here, 4,000 schools, 30,000 volunteers, 2.6 million clients, people like you who've taken their life back, $2 billion invested in inner city communities for civil rights. So let me tell you what not to do. When I was growing up in Compton, California, South Central LA, there were bullies in my neighborhood, in my school. They were not very successful then, they're broke now, okay? Because ultimately nobody likes bullies. If you know somebody who's a bully, basically it's insecurity, right? If I don't like me, I'm not gonna like you. If I don't feel good about me, I'm not gonna feel good about you. If I don't respect me, I don't know how to respect you. If I don't love me, I don't have a clue how to love you. And here's the big one. If I don't have a purpose in my life, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. Whatever goes around, comes around. And people who are hurt people. So hurt people hurt people. So if you don't know who you are, then you go around trying to figure it out. It's partly that is if you have a little brawn or a little money or a little intimidation, you're now trying to figure it out by making people feel small so you can feel larger. You're stepping on their head to elevate themselves. I talk about thank you, Edith. You're a blessing. You're a blessing back. Rakita, my cousin. Hello, Scott and Monel. Truth spoken. I'm going to comment mostly at the end of this video, where I get a chance later today. So if you're finding small people, you're finding yourself in your family even, because we save our worst behavior often for those we care the most about. We save our worst behavior for those we care the most about. Hello. If you are surrounded by people, you're going to have three types of people: eagles, buzzards, and turkeys. Eagles don't fly in packs. If you're watching this video, you've got an eagle mentality. You want to lift yourself up. You want to grow. You want to be hope. You want to be your own CEO. You want to take your life back. You want to be a blessing to others. Is that you? Of course it is. That's why you're watching this video. But don't expect people to understand you. Don't expect people to get you. In fact, you may be, it may be that no good deed shall go unpunished, which means that people may punish you for trying to do good. You may help somebody and they kick you in the teeth. You loan them some money, they don't pay you back, and then they curse you out because why you asking me for the money back? Because I loaned it to you, fool. I want my money back. Don't you know what I'm saying? You let somebody sleep on your couch for a day, they stay there for a week, then a month, and then you can't get rid of them. You try to do good and you just get kicked in the teeth because you're cut from a different fabric than the people around you. It doesn't mean you're better, it means you're different. And I spend half my time managing around other people's drama, their insecurities, their fears, their arrogance, their judgment. It just drives me crazy. People are judgmental. I got people in my family who are judgmental, want to judge other people. They ain't no good themselves, but they want to judge somebody else because I guess in some strange way it makes them feel better about themselves. We're all sinners. A saint is a sinner. They got up. We're all screwed up. We're all blessings too. So it's not, you don't love because of, you love in spite of. If you love because of, you wouldn't love anybody. You might not even love yourself. Hello. We have to love in spite of insecurities, in spite of fears, in spite of drama, in spite of the fact that people are selfish, in spite of the fact that people are self-centered. But you can't do that unless you know who you are. So that's why I keep saying in my book, Love Leadership, I said vulnerability is power. Right? And the more you give, the more you get. It is easy to be a nice person. If you got true power, as my boy Rod McGrew would say, if you got power, it's easy to give it away. In fact, my whole mission in life is to accumulate power so I can give it away. I'm cool with me. I know who I am, so I'm good. And it's easy to be gracious. But when you don't know who you are, you're a jerk. Right? So then the first kind of bird is an eagle. Second kind of bird is a buzzard. Now, buzzards are low altitude birds. Buzzards love packs. Think about people around you now. Buzzards are always stepping on your head to elevate themselves. Buzzards are always player hating, never player congratulating, always have something negative to say about somebody. Can I get an amen? Always stepping on your head, see, there you go, to elevate themselves. Always got something negative to say about somebody. You wonder why they're exhausted? Because they're negative, and because being negative is a full-time dang-on job, and nobody wants to hang around they raggedy rear end. So they use all this other stuff as a way, drama, of creating stickiness and context in their life. When it's easy, I mean, what you really should be doing is just cutting that crap out by, as Michelle Obama said, when people go low, you go high. But we get stuck in that mess, and sometimes if you're an eagle, and you get tired of people player hating you at the buzzard level, you may want to go and show them a lesson. And Ambassador Andrew Young said that men and women fail for three reasons: arrogance, pride, and greed. Arrogance, pride, and greed. So you're an eagle now, you're flying high, you're good. And by the way, an eagle's nest is made of sharp little twigs. Message: if you get big enough and you try to push up against the inside of that nest, you need to get up and go get a job. You can't be 48 years old and living with your mama. Okay? You got to be 48 years old and giving with your mama, not living with your mama, right? So you got to go, right? You got to take care of yourself, right? Learn how to fly. So buzzards, if you may find the buzzards, whacking at you, throwing at you, cursing you out. You say, I'm gonna teach this buzzard a lesson. I'm gonna fly down here just for a minute. I'm gonna knock him on the head, and then I'm gonna keep it up to the next level. So here's a story of an eagle saw a pig down in the pig pen. The pig was just talking mess, saying you ain't nothing. Finally, the eagle says, I'm gonna just show him who I am for a minute. Goes down there and to pop him on the head with his wing, and then go back up to the eagle level. When he went to go pop him on the head, the pig, who specializes in mess, in muck, in mud, in junk, in negativity, takes some mud, throws it on the eagle's wing. Boom. Now the eagle's off center. Now the eagle has lost his balance. The eagle's out of his elements. He's a high-flying bird. The eagle's tried to be a buzzard. He's tried to be a pig. He's tried to come down and be low. He's not good at that, or she's not good at that. Boom. Now the eagle hits the mud pit. Guess what the pig now says? I got you. Now the playing field's level. You never want to get out of your zone. You never want to step over a dollar to pick up a dime. You never want to win the battle and lose a war. You never want to get negative with somebody who's negative, because that's going to lead to nothing but negative and bad consequences. So the first kind of bird is an eagle. Second kind of bird is a buzzard. Buzzards love packs, always stepping on your head to elevate themselves. Then you got a turkey. Turkey's the worst kind of bird, because the turkey's got wings and can't even fly. Okay? Turkey's got wings. You like that one, okay? Turkey's got wings and can't even fly. They just profile it. Trying to be something they are not. Okay, now let me give you an example. Now, I'm in the office of one of my partners, so I'm not going to get partisan or political, or I'm not even going to get personal. But let's assume that you're a developer. Let's assume that you're a real estate developer. And let's assume that you need investor money for your real estate investments. But let's assume that you're a global real estate investor and you're getting your money from all around the world. Investors from Latin America, investors from the Middle East, investors from Jewish investors, whatever. Let's assume you talked about Mexicans in a bad way. Okay? Let's assume that you now talked about Muslims in a bad way. Let's assume you said that all the Arabs and all the people in the Middle East are just bad people. And I think that I'm judging them and they're disrespectful, they're disgusting. Do you think they're going to invest in your projects? Do you think the Jewish people, you talking about them in a bad place, they're going to invest in your projects? Life's about relationships. Half of all capital is relationship capital. So now you're a developer. Your developments require investment. You're rich, but you're leveraged rich, meaning that you got money, but you've only got money because people have invested in your projects, and you've got a name and a brand, but that brand requires people to feel good about you. So now you've upset your investors. Now your brand, which is, let's say in this example, maybe you own some hotels, and maybe your name is on your hotels. But now you pissed off half of your customer base, and they don't want to stay in your hotels. They don't want to buy your bedspreads. They don't want to buy your coffee. They don't want to buy anything with your name on it anymore. Or maybe only half of them do, or a third of them do, because you pissed off everybody else. Does your sales go down? Can your business survive? Is it possible that you will be broke in 2 years? Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you don't. Some of you will figure it out later. Now you've also bragged that bankers, you played bankers, that you played bankers like a violin, that you were smarter than them. You were smarter than everybody around you is the way you think, because you're a bully. And you think you're again, Ambassador Andrew Young says men and women fail for 3 reasons: arrogance, pride, and greed. So this person's arrogant, they're prideful, and they're greedy. It's all about them. Their motto is, I'm tired of talking about me, now you talk about me. They break their arm, patting themselves on the back. They think they're the best person, smartest person in the room, and that everybody else is a dummy. So this developer has then said, well, the bankers are stupid. I've got over on them. I'm still rich. I filed bankruptcy 89 times, right? And they financed my growth. Not realizing the bankers kept you alive just so that you could do what you do well, which is to be a salesman. Go out and sell yourself out of this drama so you can pay back your loans, and because it's better to have you selling this thing than to have it as an asset that will deteriorate. So the bankers use you, but you think you use the bankers. Okay, maybe it's fair exchange, no robbery, but now you've gone around bragging to the world that you've made idiots out of the bankers. So now you've bragged about how the bankers are stupid. You bragged about, you've dissed investors all around the world, told them that they're stupid. Latin America, Europe, Asia, the Middle East. You have pissed off the customers who are coming into your properties and checking into your hotels. Here's your question. How long does that business last? Everybody can go broke. Everybody can go broke. Billionaires can become millionaires. Millionaires can become thousandaires, and thousandaires can become paupers. It is entirely possible that bullying is not only a bad business plan, it's bad karma. Because whatever goes around comes around. Everybody will have their moment. God's not going to deny you your talents and your gifts. But are you living a transaction, or are you living a relationship? Are you going to be rich, or are you going to be wealthy? Are you going to do good today like a rapper, or with a one-hit wonder, or a basketball star, or a football star, or whatever, but bankrupt in 5 years? Are you going to be a developer who becomes a jerk and then treats everybody badly, and then karma then sets up a situation where you actually cannot succeed in the future because nobody likes you, nobody respects you. In fact, people are now rooting for your failure. I'm just giving commentary. I'm just saying, what if? But this is also math, folks. This is just physics and math and science. This is not even my opinion. This is almost preordained destiny. You cannot treat the world like crap, treat people like crap, and have you continue to do well. It doesn't work that way. Hitler thought he was the man. And he was, for the moment, the man. And he left a legacy. It was called the Autobahn. If you've driven the Autobahn in Europe, but nobody knows he built that because they've scratched his name off the history books. But mostly he's just the author of death and destruction and horribleness, and he's an asterisk to history. But when he was alive, for a moment, the world, oh, it's Hitler. Now it's like Stalin in Germany. All these leaders, Germany, Italy, Mussolini, they were big for a moment. Now it's dustbin of history. because God don't like ugly. He ain't too fond of pretty. Whatever goes around, comes around. Now, whether you're a bully and you're a developer, or whether you're a bully in South Central LA, or you're a bully in Chicago, or you're a bully in Detroit, or you're a bully in your school, or a bully in your college, or you're a bully as a banker, or you're a bully as an investor, or you're a bully in your family. It doesn't matter whether you're a rich bully or a poor bully. It doesn't matter if you're a white bully or a black bully. It doesn't matter if you're an Asian bully or a Latino bully or a European bully. It doesn't matter whether you're a big bully or a small one. It doesn't work. People are rooting for your failure, and it's only a matter of time before the universe catches up with you, because the universe has a perfect accounting system. I'll leave where I started because I've got people waiting for me outside. Whatever goes around, comes around. Being a nice person, being a good person. Omar says, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you back. Being a good person is just common sense. It's good business. And let me leave you with this thought. I got this inspired by Reverend Warnock. I'm sure got it from somebody else, but I'm going to give him credit for it. He once said, if you want a little grace, you better show a little mercy. Reverend Warnock of the Ebenezer Church. Here's what I'm going to repeat that. If you want to have a little grace in your life, you better show a little mercy. So if you meet some SOB who deserves their rear end whipped, who's done something evil to you or your community, and they deserve having their rear end kicked, but you show them a little mercy, which means they didn't get what they did deserve, then maybe God will show you a little grace, which means you did get what you didn't deserve. So if you want to have a little grace, which means you got blessings that you didn't deserve, and we've all had those blessings show up in our life, good karma, where we got what we didn't deserve, then you better show a little mercy, which means not giving some idiot what they do deserve, which is a rear end whipping. Let God figure it out. Let God whip his rear end. Let the universe take care of them. You just be a good person. Don't step on in mess, step over mess. Don't win the battle, win the war. Don't rearrange the deck chairs of the Titanic in your life. You want to win. I'm going to keep saying this. The civil rights movement is about the neck up, not the shoulders down. The civil rights movement was about the body being free. The civil rights movement is about the mind being free. You want a software upgrade on your mind. Set yourself free. I'll end with this. Reverend Murray once told me, it's not what people call you. Reverend Cecil Murray in L.A., Najee and I knows that name very well. It's not what people call you, it's what you answer to that's important. And never answer out of your name. And to argue with a fool proves there are two. Amari, come on in, brother. I want you to meet Omari Pearson, who is his birthday today. Former NBA player from the Philadelphia, right? Yeah. And he's so tall, I gotta get him a shirt. He's Philadelphia, and he played also in Argentina. Yeah, come on over here. Absolutely. Also in Argentina, and he went to University of Las Vegas, where he was a star there, basketball star, good brother. Lost his mother early. She took care of him with financial literacy. Had a nice insurance policy. She made sure that he was financially set. He then ran his own business. He's got a wife and children. He decided to give back, gave up his business, come work with me. He runs Operation Hope right now in the Mid-Atlantic area. He's like 9'12" or something. This is his birthday today. Wish Omari. Isn't he handsome? Ladies, he's taken. A good brother. Come on in here, they can see you really strong. We've done a piece today on how bullies go broke.
Oh, sounds like a good one.
Bullies go broke. And Mari's a good brother. He's a good man, and I love him. And it's good when a black man tells another black man, I love you, right? We're completely straight, okay, when we say it.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
You want to say anything to the crowd?
No, it's just my pleasure being with Operation Hope and keep continuing listening to this, because he shares so much wisdom that many of us can't find on a regular basis. And so as you continue to not only listen to it for yourself, but pay it forward, share it with your friends, repost it, ask people who may have never even talked about or heard about John Hope Bryant, share with the wisdom that he's doing, because a true respect for a person's wisdom and the time in which they're giving you is by who you share it with. So if you share it with others, you're really giving an honor to him and appreciation for his most valuable commodity that he has, which is his time. All of us on here.
You know, it's very interesting you say that. When I go to watch these videos, and a lot of birthday messages for you,
appreciate
by the way.
I appreciate that.
I notice the shares more than anything, because that's the greatest compliment when somebody says to people they love, hey, check this out. I think this is important. Let's just not stop sharing. Let's stop sharing just the Kim Kardashian videos or the hip hop ghetto 26 chapter. I just saw Celebrity Mothers. What? Like a Celebrity Mothers reality show. What? Huh? What's are we that bored, right? But you got these women with skirts up to their waists, and guys with education that level at their feet, which means they're not done anything with their brain, and we just sitting there, we sharing all these crazy, jacked up, embarrassing videos. Share this one, share this stuff. We have almost 15 million views. I'm gonna get it to 50 million. We're gonna get this movement to 5 million followers, and we're gonna change the world. Dr. King had a budget of $600,000, 70 employees, and 2,000 volunteers. He changed the world without firing a shot. Right? We're gonna change the world. We're gonna make him proud, Lincoln proud, Frederick Douglass proud, Dr. Dorothy Height proud, his mother in heaven proud. Wish him happy birthday again. Love
Appreciate
at
you.
Unbossed. Civil right coming at you straight and no chaser. John Hope Bryant, nonpartisan. Except I don't want to elect idiots to the presidency. But other than that, nonpartisan. I've advised both president's candidates. I've been presidents from the Republican and the Democratic Party. These cufflinks here prove that I was a presidential appointee, both for Reagan and not Reagan, but Bush and Obama. But also advised President Clinton, and I'm honored to say that I'm going to be president, representing you wherever I can in the halls of power until we get our civil rights. Fish taught to be caught by a person who's been taught to fish. I'm out.
Appreciate you all.